Our final speaker will be Isabel Zapico from Spain. Isabel will present her project highlighting the contribution of women researchers in Spain archives. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Well, first of all, we are going to present ourselves because we are two of us. We are going to present this project, Female Researchers in the National Archives of Spain, that it has been a very interesting, very successful project that we have developed in Wikiesfera, that is a group of female editors in Spain. And we are going to share with you the process and the goals we wanted to aim and the metrics we have for you as the result of this project. We are Isabel Zapico and I'm Patricia Horrillo. Lo digo en inglés. And we were about gender gap in Wikipedia. Maybe all of these projects we have heard now, they were around the same theme, the gender gap in Wikipedia. But I don't know if all of people are here and the people are watching us through the streaming knows about this situation in Wikipedia that we know is very problematic. It's because only a very little percentage of the people that edit Wikipedia are women. So we have this situation in Wikipedia that is a problem, a very huge problem, but I don't see the auditory full of people committed or worried about this problem. It's kind of shocking. We are only about 30% in Wikipedia in Spanish female editors, and we have this percentage of biographies of women is 25 because of the big efforts of different groups around the world trying to create profiles of women in Wikipedia because we are invisible. 25% is even now kind of a joke. So Wikiesfera is a user group that was born 10 years ago in Spain, in Madrid. And we try to bring more women to the movement, bring more women to a process of editing and creating content in Wikipedia with feminist perspective. I'm going to share here the vision of Wikiesfera, that is to build a feminist community committed to social justice, working to eliminate systematic biases in knowledge spaces such as Wikipedia. It's not only that Wikipedia is a problem, there are a lot of places with this same problem. Okay, so we go to the project itself, that I think is very interesting. In January of 2024, the Ministry of Culture in Spain, part of the ministry, the National Archives subsecretary, I don't know how to express that in English, contact us because they have a very interesting project of research that they have been they were doing for 2 or 3 years. They have the files, like physical files, of more than 2,000 women that during 1900 to 1970 they have been in different archives in Spain, national archives. They were researchers, or they have a project and they were there. So they have these files, these physical files, sometimes with pictures of them, sometimes with biographical information, everything written by hand. So they made this huge project of digitalization of all these files to try to have this in a digital way that try to visualize all these women that in a very specific period of time, 1900 to 1970, they have been in different archives in Spain. It was a huge project, But the thing was that when they finished the project, they didn't know if people could arrive to the project, to the files, to this information that it was huge. So, wow, okay, they have the original documents, they have the research, they have a very huge database, they have a website that was owned for the project. More than 2,000 entries, but how to arrive to them? I mean, you put that in internet. It's a project from the Ministry of Culture. I mean, it's a stable project. It's not something that is going to disappear the next month. But how can they show this to the citizenship? How can we show and share our research and documentation to the citizenship? That was the question. And they knew me in a project, in a meeting, where I was telling about the different kind of activities we do to visibilize women in Wikipedia. And they thought, okay, maybe Wikipedia is the place where we can put all this information and people are going to arrive to the information. So we designed a project with two different levels. I mean, they wanted to offer this, I don't know, like educational modules to different people from their own ministry. But what we did was to organize editathons, like edit marathons with gender perspective in different archives in Spain. And they talk to the people in the archives, like to offering this space to learn how to edit. But these activities also were open to everyone who wanted to participate. So we had different editathons. This was the first one in Madrid, but there was also, I'm going to go back to this. These other two, they were virtual. We had also one in another part of Spain, in Catalonia, in Barcelona, and this one in Seville, in another archive. I'm going to go back for a moment to this, because this was very important, and we start the first editathon with this process. I told you that these files, these physical files, some of them, they had the picture, like, I don't know how to say, like this. Yeah, the ID pictures, yeah. Very old, and they had to scan the picture. But the picture was not open. I mean, we couldn't use the picture to use it to Wikidata to make this information and to make this visible to everyone. Why? Because it's the same question always. Why the Ministry of Culture has not opened all the files, all the information with an open license? They didn't have the answer. It wasn't depend of them, the people in the project. So we thought, okay, what can we do to at least some of these women have a picture? So we talked with Carla Berrocal. She's an illustrator. And I had to explain to her that we needed illustrations. We needed that they had to have an open license. This is difficult for an illustrator. You know that. I mean, everyone can took these illustrations and do whatever they want with them. So it was a very intense conversation, because you have to explain the importance of doing that. And also, she couldn't use the picture itself. She had to create an illustration that you can recognize the person, but not the picture, because the picture, if you do a copy, illustrated copy of the picture, it remains the copyright. This is crazy, guys. I mean, but she agreed. So she created these pictures, these illustrations that are wonderful. In fact, we want to use her, Carla, to teach other illustrators how to make this kind of illustrations, because this is not easy. But I think it could be a great project that Wiki Editora selects. They made something very interesting in this way, so maybe we can share information and make this with another illustrators in Spain. So this was very important, because maybe we don't have the pictures, the actual pictures, but we have some illustrations. And now Isabel is going to share. No. Wait. No, I don't know exactly. Vamos, toma.
Well, and apart from all the things, apart from the editathons and the editing, we have created one new category in Wikipedia and also in Commons. And in total, we have the results. The results were amazing because we have more than 70 participants, most of them women, 95%. And we create more than 80 articles in Wikipedia in Spanish and also in some in the Catalan Wikipedia. Well, we have edits in Wikidata, the 10 illustrations, well, categories and many entries in Wikidata. This project is not finished. We want it to continue it. For example, one thing that we are planning to do is to upload all the data to Wikidata. Well, and we want to do a follow-up and put more entries in Wikipedia and whatever. And just to finish, I want to reinforce the importance to collaborate with these kind of institutions that have the commitment to make women more visible, but also because they have the capacity to do deep research and we have the knowledge of the Wikimedia tools. So together we can bring closer to everyone the history of these women that has been remained hidden till now. So thank you, everyone.
Maybe this time I can give someone to ask a question if you.
Thank you for your presentation. You actually do have a very interesting project. And I'm kind of curious to know how you started, like how were you able to convince people to join you? How did you go about it? I'm just interested.
But the people in the activities or the...
Yes, the people who do the activities and the people who give resources, like maybe the libraries and all of those.
Well, in this case, okay, Wikiesfera has 10 years of life and we have a very huge community. And in general, when we publish a new activity, there are a lot of people interested in participate. Maybe they don't join later in the process of become a Wikimedian, but we have this experience that people feel very powerful in our activities because all of them publish an article and the article remains in Wikipedia. Maybe because of that, maybe because we use cookies in all of our activities or any kind of candies. I don't know, I think people share these experiences and a lot of people want to participate, even though it's only for one day experience. Also, because in this kind of activities, we come with Ministry of Culture to, I don't know, to tell this to many people in social media and also like an inside communication of the ministry. So it's important to have like a good backup of, in this case, a good institution to share information, to, I don't know, help you to feel the activity. But in general, I don't know, in Madrid, we don't have problem because we are based on Madrid, but it wasn't the same quantity of people in Barcelona or in Seville because we don't have the community in those cities. But even though.
Thank you.
Thank you, Patricia. I have a question. You talk about 200 entries, 200 biographies, female biographies in this site. So from the whole number of women biographies, you wrote how many articles, how many female were notable to be added in Wikipedia? Because I think not all of them.
Yeah, that's the thing. We make it this manually, that it was crazy. I mean, I had this file with 2,000 entries.
Ah.
So I was checking one by one where I mean, if them can be created in Wikipedia. Because of the quantity of activities and people, we didn't need hundreds of articles. But I was speaking for the activity itself. I mean, we had two processes: the creation of new articles that they weren't in Wikipedia before, and also translation from other Wikipedias, in general from Catalan Wikipedia to Spanish Wikipedia. So we, and also English Wikipedia too, because there were women from different countries, and we could use also those articles and create the translation and add the information about this project. For example, this is something very important. We use this project as a way of recognition to these women, because maybe sometimes we didn't have a lot of information about their lives, but the fact that the Ministry of Culture was dedicating efforts to research and to visualize these women, we thought it was a recognition itself, even though it's not an award. And these women are, I mean, the ones we created, they were dead. So we didn't have any kind of trouble creating articles of alive women.
For this reason, for not losing these biographies which are not in Wikipedia, do you thought to use them in Wikibooks? To write a book about, because we know that Wikibooks do not have the problem of notability. So,
but the thing is, I mean, the majority of these entries, these 2,000 entries, we don't have any kind of data more than the name. So we cannot tell anything about them. It's not about the notability, it's about the visibility. We don't know who these women were. The majority of the 2,000 entries, we only have the name. So we cannot trace their lives. We cannot add information about them.
so lack of information. You are a journalist. Please push the other journalists to write about women.
Just a comment. Thank you, Patricia, for the presentation. I think the illustrating bit is very interesting. Is it okay if we can replicate that idea? I think it's very interesting. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, and just to add up, I just want you to share with us what was that convincing moment for the illustrator, because we try to not persuade, but to convince people to do things like this. And so what 2 words or 3 words, sentences did you say to this illustrator, and then it became a done deal to illustrate? Yes.
I think that question is going to answer Isabel, because she went to one of my activities and she became a Wikimedian. So,
Well, these activities, for me, the most important thing is that are very fun. You are going there to have fun, not to do activism or other things. You are going there to have fun, to enjoy in a community, in a feminist community. From there, everything is easy. So, and then if you like to write, if you want to document, and you are going to get engaged and follow up. For me, this was a nice experience, and I participated in one 6 years ago, and here I am as an organizer, so it works.
Yeah. Sorry, but my question was to the illustrator, the person who designed the images that were created. I don't know if you understand now.
La ilustradora.
Yeah, so
sorry. I mean, she's aware of the situation of if we don't liberate images, they cannot be in their articles. I mean, she understands what's the problem. I mean, I don't know, maybe with another illustrator it's not the same, but she was aware of my work in Wikipedia. She loves what we were doing, and she thought it was very nice experience, even though it's weird for them, because I mean, I understand. But the thing is, in fact, that I'm a journalist. I could say, I'm doing this in Wikipedia and it's my job. It's not my job. I mean, it's not exactly the same, even though you are writing in Wikipedia. So I think the important thing is to try to transmit that, I don't know, like we should all share with this kind of license our knowledge, our expertise, our not job, because I think it's a different thing. But I think in that way, maybe showing that is something that it could change, for example, the visibility of women in Wikipedia. Maybe that's a good reason to attract these illustrators to this a project like this.
Thanks for sharing. Thank you.
And I will add the cookies and the candies.
Oh,
The cookies are very important.
yeah.
The other question, sorry. Here. Just here.
My question is that you have told that 2,000 women's name are come from that research, and 86 articles created, but why the Wikidata item is only 41? I think you could increase the Wikidata item. Is there any problems?
No, it's because 41 was the new Wikidata items. The other were created because there were articles in other Wikipedias, so we could translate, and we didn't need to create the items in Wikidata.
Okay.
Any other question?
Okay. Thank you, Patricia and Isabel. Thank you for the great presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. And I'll invite you to take a break. We have a wonderful coffee break at the atrium, Brazilian coffee break, and we'll see you in 30 minutes. Thank you.